Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We are currently in New Jersey.
And today we are making a video about the 5 things that we absolutely love and the 5 things that we absolutely hate about our van build. We have now been living in this van for a little bit of time and we're getting used to the layout and everything that we decided to do on the build. So now that we have had a chance to live in it full time, we want to tell you what we love and what we hate so that you can make better decisions about your van build. Let's start with number 1.
First thing we love about the van are the reading lights in the back. I use them every single night, so if you don't want all the lights on, I turn on the reading light in the back. It also has a charger for your phone, so you don't have to set your phone further away. So it's just super convenient and it gets used every single day.
Yeah, I really like it because if one of us wants to stay up and watch something and have a little light on, or the other person wants to stay up and read, and the other person wants to go to sleep, it's really nice because you just have the button right there next to you. You click the button, you have it on, and it's just a little bit of light, and then you don't have to get up and like click the main lights, later, or light up the whole van at the same time.
Yeah, so the worst thing that happens when you're laying in bed and you have the light on is getting up to turn off the light. So having a light right by the bed is the best thing you could do.
The second thing that we absolutely love about this build, and that would be the dog water bowl area. Well, I guess dog and cat. So kind of late in the build, pretty much right before we left on our big road trip, we decided that we needed an area like we had in past builds that could permanently hold Monty and Rue's water bowl. In our first van that we built in 2018 and lived in for a couple of years, we had Monty and Rue, but we didn't have a secure spot for their water bowl. So their water bowl was kind of just always around on the floor. Sometimes we'd step on it or kick it or, be sliding around. So now with this, we have a permanent area where we can always have the bowl, and then they can always have access to their water. And it also is kind of cool because we put Monty's food bowl in there, and then we also put like the leash and the harness and whatever extra dog and cat supplies that we need in that one secure area.
The third thing we love about the van build is our hanging closet. So the hanging closet, we've never had it in the build so far. So having a hanging closet, we can store our jackets instead of stuffing them in our drawers that take up so much space. She can store her dresses and work outfits that don't want to have creases in it. So yeah, it's just more space and super convenient.
Yeah, in our first build that we lived in, we had like hooks that we ended up just hooking our jackets to. So like it was just kind of like things were always hanging up around the van everywhere. And I know that's kind of a part of van life, is you just kind of have to stuff things in places sometimes. But having an area where we can hang our clothes out of sight, and it just kind of makes the van look better, and it's super easy access. The fourth thing that we absolutely love about this build, and that we've had in pretty much every single build except for our first ever, is the pocket door. When I'm telling you the pocket door has no negative aspects to it, it is all positives. I mean it. Not only does it act as a barrier to keep our pets in the back so that they don't go up to the front, where people can see them or where it gets too hot. It also just really helps to keep the van a nice temperature in the inside. So if we're back here in the back area of the van and then we go up to the front to the cab area because we need to drive or we need to grab something from up there, it's like we open that pocket door and we are smacked with heat during the summer, or smacked with cold during the winter, right? So it really helps to keep this back area so well insulated. So it keeps our pets safe, it keeps the van well insulated, and also it's super awesome in making it just kind of less obvious that we're living in here. So when you look from the front, you don't see a curtain, you don't see our van build, you just see that gray area, that gray wall, gray door, and it looks kind of like a work van.
Also, another thing is just looking at it from the inside, it makes the van look so much better. You're not staring at a curtain. Because our first van, you're just staring at a curtain and it doesn't look that nice. So just sitting in here looking at it, it's just like, wow.
It does look really pretty.
And the fifth and final thing that we love about this van build is our shower. We use it a lot. We take nice warm showers in it, and also it just looks nice. It's good to have a shower in here just in case you're not by a gym, You're out in the middle of nowhere. You can still clean up when you smell stinky. It's been working out for us.
Yeah, we thought, like, everyone was like, oh, you're not gonna use it, and we were like, well, maybe we won't, but maybe we will. And if we're in the city, they're probably right, we're gonna be using a gym. But when we're doing our off-grid camping and we're in the forest and we want to take a shower, we have a shower right there. We take a quick rinse off, soap up, use very little water, and then we're good to go. It also works as great storage for the toilet. Okay. Now, we've gone over the things that we love about this van build, and now we're gonna go over the things that I would say we kind of hate. First things, a bigger fridge. We absolutely need a bigger fridge. We've always used this fridge that we currently have, and it works great, doesn't draw a lot of power, but it does also not hold a lot of stuff. So we're constantly playing Tetris with our fridge and trying to figure out how we can fit things in there, not having enough room, storing things in other places, and it's just kind of a pain. I guess if we did do another build, we would definitely look into bigger fridges.
Speaking about bigger things, the second thing we would change about this van build is a bigger sink. So we put the small sink in just to save on space. We have more counter space, but doing dishes is kind of a task because the sink is so small. So you don't want to let your dishes build up. You want to wash them right away because you're not fitting that many dishes in that sink.
Which I guess is kind of a pro because we never leave dishes in the sink really, where it's always pretty clean and we get them done right away. But it would be just nice to have a bigger sink. And everyone told us that. We were like, no, we'll be fine. We had a small sink before, but I don't know if we're getting more spoiled or what, but we want a bigger sink. The third thing that we do not like about this van build and that we definitely would change in the next build is a bigger sitting area. So currently we just have this little seating area. It's not big enough for the both of us. We can squish on it, but we don't love to. So usually one of us ends up standing at the counter or sitting on the bed with our food and the other person's sitting on that seating area. In our first build that we lived in, we had a nice big seating area and we loved it. And if we did another build, we would definitely change it to have a bigger seating area next time.
But we also, I mean, this does turn into a seating area. We just don't want to convert the bed into the seating area every day, so it stays in bed mode. But
Yeah.
we have that option if we wanted to.
Yes, you're right.
The fourth thing we would change about the van build is we would have more drawers in the kitchen area for storage. Right now we have all of our pots and pans and dishes on the upper head cabinets. It works out, but we just wish we had a little more space so we can store more things.
Yeah, more drawers, maybe a bigger pull-out pantry, just more space. But I think we're gonna need a bigger van.
Definitely.
Last thing that we would change about this van build is an AC unit. So we have our diesel heater. It works great, but right now we're in summer, so we're not using it, and we're just feeling like we really need an AC unit. So we have the two fans. They do their job. They work well, but they don't make it cold in here. We need it to be cold in here. We don't just want the air kind of giving us a breeze, right? It's well insulated. We have that pocket door. We have the fans. So it does work pretty well, but we just need a little bit more. If we could change anything, we would install an AC unit.
So guys, if you guys have any advice or what's it called?
Suggestions?
Oh yeah. If you have any suggestions on any portable AC units that will work well in the van, one that we don't have to cut a hole in the roof, please let us know in the comments down below because we are in dire need of an AC unit.
We're gonna make that change. I hope you learned a little bit from us of what is working for us that we're loving and what is not working so well for us that we would change. Please hit that subscribe button, get us to 10,000, and we'll see you guys in our next video.
See you guys next time. Don't forget to click the like button, leave a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button.